This is Educational World Selagzi. Alright, yeah, welcome to my channel today. So, in my last practical video, that was on NECO Physics Practical question number 1, which is on plane mirrors. One of my subscribers asked me to make a video on how to measure an angle using a protractor. So that's why I'm doing this video now. Although it's coming late, but it's very, very important because some persons might not even know how to do this, no matter how simple it seems. All right, we don't need much of equipment here. So this is my math set, as you can see. All right, but what I'm going to need here mostly is my protractor and my ruler. So this is my protractor and this is my ruler. All right, so protractor there and the ruler. And I can also use my compass, but in this case, I don't need compass for now. So now let us go ahead on the basis on how to measure an angle. Now, let's say for instance, I have a line segment, as you can see, and if I want to measure an angle, the first thing I need to get is a point, a pivotal point there. That point is where the vertex of the angle will tend to incline. So let me call that point O. All right, so if I want to measure an angle, there are two principles I must take note. The first one is I have to make sure that the baseline of the protractor must coincide with the line segment I have drawn. The baseline of the protractor is that line that runs from 0 to 180, 0 to 0 or 180 to 180, that bottom line there, that is the baseline, and it must coincide with the line segment I have drawn already. Okay, with that in mind, the second thing that you must take note here is that the center of the protractor must coincide with the center of the line segment, the center where the vertex of your angle must incline. So now I want to measure an angle, let's say angle 75 degrees. So I have to align the baseline of my protractor with the line segment, and make sure that the center of the protractor coincides with the center of the line. Now I can decide to read off either from the left hand side or from the right hand side. All right, so if I want to read off from the right hand side, I will start from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Now this is 80. Now 75 is between 70 and 80, and it is this point you can see here. So I mark it out 75 degrees, as you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do now is simply to use my ruler and join from the center to that point. And if I produce that, what I will have now is my 75 degrees. So what I have now, the angle I have now is my 75 degrees. That is as easy as that. Now I can decide also to measure my 75 degrees from the other side, of the protractor. Make sure that the baseline and the center, they are all aligned. So I'll read off again, okay, from 10 to where 75 is. So I have 0, and then I have 10. So I have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Then 75, it can see between 70 and 80. So I will now join with my protractor. I will join the points. And once I have done that, I will have my 75 degrees, the other end. All right, so that's 75 degrees. Okay, thank you. Now, the practical question that brought about this topic is a plane mirror, reflection on a plane mirror. So this is a diagram of how the practical is. Okay, so I have my AD as 4 cm. So I'm going to, and I have the normal, that's the plane mirror, So I'm going to draw my incident ray or my line of incidence from D to O. I'm going to join that line, and that will form my line of incidence or my angle of, sorry, my incident ray, to form my incident ray or my line of incidence. All right, now we need to measure the angle of incidence, which is that angle that is made with the incident ray and the normal. So this is the incident ray. Now, for me to measure the value of this angle of incidence, I have to apply these two principles I told you about. Now, one of the things you need to know is how to position your protractor to be able to read off this angle properly. So the baseline of your protractor is going to coincide with the normal, and you have to position it such that you can be able to read off the angle. So you must make sure to position your protractor properly. All right, so this is me now trying to position my protractor to be able to measure out this angle. So the baseline of the protractor must coincide with the normal, and the center of the protractor has to coincide with the center. That's 0, as you can see. So that's the normal. So I have positioned my protractor now so that the center will coincide with that of the protractor. So this is me positioning my protractor, as you can see. All right, so now I'm going to measure and read off the angle of incident. Now I will start from 0. And then read off. So I have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then this is 60. Now you can see that it is a little bit beyond 60. So let me check what is that. So you can see this is 61. If you look at it, we have a 1 graduation away from 60. So that's 61. So you can see that's 61. All right. So now I am going to write 61 degrees. So the angle there is 61 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to read off my 61 degrees now for the reflected ray. Okay, so I'm going to read off my 61 degrees for the reflected ray. So I'm going to position my protractor the other way around, making sure that the baseline and the center coincides where they're supposed to be, like I have told you previously. Then I'm going to read off the angle now. So reading off the angle this time around, so I'm going to have from 0 is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, and 61 is 61 is 1 cm, 1 graduation away from 60. So this is 60, 61. Okay, that is it. So I'm going to join there. So I'm going to join, as you can see. All right, so once I join that, I have produced my reflected ray, which is the same as the I have produced my angle of reflection, which is the same as the angle of incidence. So that is the law of plane mirror. Okay, the angle of incidence must be equal to the angle of reflection. So that's a reflected ray. All right, so I hope you had a good time in today's lesson, and I hope you understood what I have taught so far. So you can go ahead and make and practice by yourself on how to read off angles. Okay, thank you for being in my class today, and God bless you.